It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and our focus is on Rachaad White. There's a lot to like from his showing last week, well over 100 yards and a pair of scores. It's the Bucs and the Giants on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Commanding the offense. Overall pick of the 2018 draft, it's Josh Allen.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 18 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Allen off the play fake. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Got it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So we race the flag. They decline.
It's the NFL.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL. And at 6'5", He can put his whole body into it, too. And this, an absolutely gorgeous throw. Perfect arc, and it results in a big, big pickup.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. In motion right, that's Collins. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now Allen again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Malone. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. The Bucs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. A 4th down, here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Now that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The Bucs had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well. And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Yeah, Sanders now to return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They go play action here on first down. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Here's a toss right side with White. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Giants ready to come out now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first steps.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
He finds his man complete. That's Larson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and our focus is on Rachaad White. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
They'll start with the option.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Allen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Giants are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
2nd and 4. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
They run for the first time here with Rachaad White.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw. That's caught. It's Malone. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
2nd and 13. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. That is caught, and so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
That was in diapers. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal.
There he goes, left side. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Buccaneers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. Open man, it's Palmer. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Through one quarter, 14-7. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's again complete to Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Try to lay one up deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 47 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love it.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He could not get away that time.